It's Fate time! Actually, Fate Grand Order to be precise. Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today I'm going to have a look at the Figma 321 Shielder Mashu Kyrielight. I think you pronounce it that way. If not, lighten me up how you pronounce that. I have no idea. I just seeing a cute animu girl with a cool looking armor and a huge shield by Fate, which just they do very good designs. I still have not played a Fate game. I do have one on PS4. I haven't really gotten the time to play yet, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna have a look at this girl. Real talk, guys, Fate does some of my favorite designs right now. It all started harmless with a saber figure, and since then I've just been like more sabers and Rin, and now we're here. So first and foremost, I want to have a look at size real quick. She stands at about 13.5 centimeters to the top of her head, which means she's a little shy of 5.5 inches tall. I want you to have a look at the amazing detail in the eyes. I mean, I don't even know what's going on over there. You got some blue, purplish going on with kind of like a pink dot at the bottom of it. And she has the blank stare, which for whatever reason, I don't know, it kind of fits her. She's kind of a little bit more gothic looking. And the amount of detail in the hair, I mean, just like the strain going down over here, it's a very nice attention to detail and really making it look nice. Now there's a little bit of detail in the armor, not a lot of paint. You got a little bit of purple stripes going down on the back, the front, and you have some spots here and there. You got the boobies, which are nicely molded. Hey, they're there, so I'm gonna pay attention to it. Then you got the wristbands on the arm. At first it looks like it's just painted on, but it's actually molded on it. And there's a little bit of a difference in heights, and even on this side, especially on this side, it looked like kind of odd. It just painted on, but no, you can feel like there's a little bit of a cut. There's a little bit of a difference between the skin and the armbands, the wristbands. And you got some armor going on also with kind of like a cross symbol going on. And it overall looks pretty dark and a little bit gothic, and I do like me that. So let's see what's going on under there. You have the butt. I actually wanted to have a look at the detail under the skirt thingy, but this is hard plastic, so I'm not gonna get a look at that. You're just gonna have to look at the undies like that. I mean, there is some more detail and a little bit of a paint slip by the looks of it. I'm looking at the detail, guys, before you're going like, haha, you're perf. No, it's just like, it's the stuff that's on the figure, and I want to show you the stuff that's on the figure. You got the nice bolts, purple bolts, I guess, over here with some more detail in the armor. I mean, I really dig the look of the armor, guys. It's very old school, it's very fancy vibe, but it also fits anime, if that makes any sense to you. I mean, the high heels definitely help with that. You got the armor with the high heels. Once again, I dig that. You could say, you weren't going to battle with high heels. Well, you wouldn't go into battle dressed like that in the first place, right? Right. Now for the articulation, you really got the old school Figma stuff. You got a cut ball joint in the neck with two pegs pegged into the head and into the neck, so you can move that. Get some very nice motion actually, back and forth. And go side to side a little bit. You got the double ball combination in the shoulder, so you have a ball in the torso that rotates around and another ball which you can rotate your arm around. On the shoulder itself, then we have the simple hinge in the elbow and the fist on the small cut ball joint, so you can rotate that around and bring it back and forth. This is, let's see, the armor parts. It's actually fairly sturdy plastic, so you probably will not be able to bend that away. It doesn't get in the way too much, but you could probably still push it up a little bit, but it's not really cooperating with the armor. Bummer. Then the chest area goes back nicely. It doesn't go forward so much because of the boobies. Those are definitely blocking it. At the torso itself, there's nothing really going on over here, and I'm trying to rotate the crotch piece around, but I'm not really getting anything out of that, so I guess that's a no on that. The legs, let's see, one's already disconnecting from rotating too much. I'm sorry about that. But the legs, they would go up 45 degrees, but once again, it is kind of blocked by the armor skirt. It is soft plastic down here, just the lower part of it, but this part, like I said before, is pretty sturdy. Down here, it is a little bit more light, so you can still get it up like that. It's almost 45 degrees, look at that. And of course, goes out to the side. You really have to push a little bit for it. It does work. Give it a little bit of a tuck, a little bit of a push. It is being pulled down by the skirt again, but it does. Look, when I started this, I didn't even know the skirt would go out that far, so that's okay, but just be aware if you're leaving it in a pose like that, it will bend and the skirt might end up a little bit deformed, but it does go back. It also rotates around up here at the thigh, and the knee, it looks absolutely horrible. I mean, they could have just made this part a knee pad. I mean, articulation wise it is good, obviously, but still it looks horrible. With all the armor going on, you had the option to make this clean with armor, cover it up with armor, and the foot does go side to side, a little bit of forward motion, and not really back because you have this thing over here in the back, which completely blocks it from going any further. All this armor stuff is completely soft plastic, so that's not really an issue, but it's just this thing in the back, so there you go for your articulation. So yeah, accessories is kind of a mixed bag. As you can tell, she does not come with a lot of options for the figure itself. You got two faces, I mean that's fine. You got the open yelling face, kind of like angry, and the, I don't know, hurt, ashamed face or something like that. Still, I want to have a look at these eyes, man. And as far as hands goes, as you can tell, we only got two open hands, which are still nicely molded, very nicely painted also. But two open hands and two shield holding hands for your shield. That's the shield. I mean, she's called Shield. What else did you expect? A saber? Haha, that's a different character. But no, shield looks nice. I don't really know about the paint job in the back. That one looks a little bit muddy. I'm not sure about it. Looks kind of metallic, but kind of not, so I'm really not too sure about it. I do really love the detail in the front here with the metallic silver, very shiny and kind of like a blue gem going on in the middle with a fairly flat color for the rest of it. I don't really know what's going on in the middle of the shield over here. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but it really looks like there's this a little bit warped around this. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that or not, but yeah, here's the back where she can hold on to it, and some more spots to hold on to the shield, because while they're very light on accessories, faces and hands, they are actually very generous when it comes to bases, because you got one base and then you got another full base. Now, I always give SH Figuarts crap for doing that and only giving us a base and one arm, but you got two complete bases. You even got like the clamp thingy in this one, so you can have your two complete bases, and you got the arm and everything is in there, which you also have in this one. You don't have the clamp in this one, but as a result, I think this one's more for the shield because you have this piece, and I think you're supposed to take this off. So basically, you have this, and what this is for, as if I understand this correctly, you clamp that in over here. Oh boy, that just completely bent, so don't do that. Don't be like me. Okay. You push it on lightly, just hold it like that, and then you can move it around. You can't really move it around. I can't really move it around. Okay, so this is overall, it is sturdy enough, but I wouldn't really push on it too much, so be careful. Just put it on from the side. We've just learned a lesson. I've learned a lesson. I almost broke this one again. Ah, man. I don't know that these things are so frail, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah. So you can have your shield on your base. The only problem I have with this, you're gonna have to use two bases because you only have one hole in this base, which, I mean, Figuarts kind of does that better, where you have multiple holes in the base. But yeah, that's a way you can hold your shield. I mean, if you just want to display your shield in the back, of course. We're gonna have pose of her in a bit, so that's all the accessories though. Okay, so a couple of things to note with all of this now that I have assembled everything. She does not have a super tight grip on the shield, so, and of course she doesn't really hold it. If you really want to do some action poses with the shield where she's flying around or something, you're probably gonna have to use two bases, which, like I'm saying, is a little bit of a bummer. I don't know why they didn't just add another peg hole onto the base just for this one. I know Figma doesn't do that, but in this case, it really would have helped, because like I'm saying, I don't want to have two bases floating around. It's just going to take up too much space and whatnot, so kind of annoying, but I mean, it still looks cool, and you can still at least pose it like that. It will balance itself, of course, if you're just putting it on the ground. There's no problem with that, just kind of slipping away or moving away, so that's fine. But yeah, not so high on the action pose options. But that's gonna bring us to the final thoughts. What do I think about this figure? Now this is a special one. I really love the design, and everything is done very nicely, very cleanly on this figure, and I'm definitely a big fan. I keep talking about the eyes, the armor, and a little purplish here and there. It's not too colorful, it's kind of like a Gothic style with animu, of course, which I dig. I'm a fan of it, but for the rest of it, I do not believe this figure is a must-have. Absolutely recommend it if you like the design, but if not, it's an easy skip. So there you go. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, gameplay stuff, and whatever. Mash Kyrielight once. I still don't know if I pronounced that correctly.
Mashu Kyrielight.